Welcome to the House of War. Today on Breaking Chains, I want to bring a message of hope, and we're going to have some fun time with some daddy-daughter moments, because in times of crisis, we need to find those bright spots in our day, in our life, in our week, and in our lives. Father's Day is coming.
Ava, guess what's coming up?
What?
Father's Day.
What?
Oh!
Ava!
Remember when we celebrated Mama's Day? Do you know what Father's Day is?
I'm calling all men and dads, brothers, uncles, boyfriends, shepherds, husbands, the many good men that we walk with daily in our lives, and I'm asking them to deliberately and intentionally, but sincerely, give the little girl and the little boy and all of us, it's there, in those ones you love, a message of value and worth, and that they're precious.
Oh my word, Ava, that looks... Wait, let me see. How come you're pretty and I'm ugly?
When you compliment your baby girl, whether she's 22, 80, or 2, or your baby boy,
These fingers.
Yeah, that's definitely, you are doing a good job painting, baby.
compliment them for their actions, their character, and the things within, those things that sincerely are about their character, not for their looks, duh, or popularity or clothing, but the things that they truly control. Bring hope in the face of crisis. Scripture says it best. Then her worth will be far above rubies.
Oh, thank you, Reese. Thank you so much.
I have it.
Hey, look at what I got here. Look at what I have here. Hey, look at this. Look at,
Flowers.
I have flowers.
What?
Guess what? I'm gonna give one, I'm gonna give one to you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give one to you.
When I speak to men in the United States of America, I use my own story as proof that you can grow up. I grew up as an American in the Taliban world with all brothers, but I grew up in a world where outside my home I was treated like product, right? As women were. And it made me strong. It didn't destroy me, but only because the men in my life gave me a louder message at home that I was valued. The message outside the door in the United States of America is that we are the sum total of our externals. It's the Hooters jokes, the Kardashian jokes. It's not acid on the face like my girlfriends grew up being afraid of, but it's acid on the self-esteems. Why does adversity make one strong and break another, sometimes even in the same family? Often when I'm with some of my friends from boarding school, we talk about this. Both of us, 2 of us, we both had loving homes, loving fathers who were equally called. What is the difference? For me, it made me strong, and for her, it gave her a nervous breakdown. Well, when we look at all the details, one factor above all others emerges. Her father was loving and tender, but reserved, and his message was gentle and unspoken. It was not stronger than the message outside her door. She wrote something called Raising Radiant Daughters in Dark Places. Our takeaway is that the loudest message wins.
No, let your dad do it for you, because you're a lady. How about that? You know what? That's how much Daddy loves you, and I have one too. Guess what? You know what that means? We're all in the same, we're all in the same family.
I'm also calling all women, whether you're a mom or a dad or an aunt or a sister or an uncle or a shepherd or a leader or a member of a team, you're a nurturer. And we are all called to nurture.
Little nut brown hair and big nut brown hair went
Daddy,
out in the winter.
Daddy.
That's the daddy one. And that's the baby one. That's like baby Reese.
studies are being done on resilience for war vets and abuse survivors and life's inevitable crises. And resilience is just a word that means toughness, that you bounce back from the crushing experiences that come at you in life. And children especially, the norm for them is resilience if they have access to ways to adapt to threats. But the danger comes when enduring consequences increase, if the stress is prolonged, if it's during key developmental windows, if it happens over and over again, and especially if it's done by a caregiver. So when you think about trafficking, which happens repeatedly over time at young ages, maybe from key caregivers, 90% of all traffickers are known to the victim, it removes all hope. Johns Hopkins did a very gruesome study on rats. They had 3 buckets of rats. The first bucket, they put these rats in it and there was swirling water. And after 2 minutes, the rats dove down and drowned. They gave up all hope. The second batch of rats were wild rats known for being strong swimmers, and they drowned even faster. The third batch, just before 2 minutes were up, they took them out and they gave them a break. And then they put them back. And guess what? They swam forever. They never gave up. Why? They had hope. They had experienced a reprieve. They had a reason to keep swimming. The scientific takeaway is hope. We all need a reason to keep swimming. Hope and reprieve equals courage to fight the crisis. I want to focus on some daddy-daughter moments. I know Father's Day is all about the dad, but as you spend time with those little people in your life or big people in your life, those moments are so profound. I remember my first date. I was 16 and my youngest brother was 8 of my 3 brothers. He took me, we were back in the States for a year, and he took me on my first date. I had to drive. He wouldn't let me get out. He had to open the door for me. We went to Mr. Steak. Remember that place? And he paid for the meal, and then, he seated me at my chair and pushed it in, and we got back in the car, and he tucked me in the driver's side, and I drove us home. But those moments tell you what the men in your life think of you. This Mother's Day, which is past, this Father's Day, which is coming, today, bring hope into your circle of influence. Ephesians 4:4 tells us we are called to hope. Isaiah 40 says, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. That means they're going to fight the swirling bucket. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. But the eagle is the one who's known for flying right into the eye of the storm. He faces the trial, and it flings him high above the storm so he can wait it out. The turkey, on the other hand, goes and hides under the barn and ends up with sand and dirt in his eyes and mouth. Be a dad that plays with your daughters and sons.
Okay.
Daddy, put your hands up.
I will leave that one
Put your hands
up
up.
for you.
No.
Okay. Now you're going to paint this one? Okay. We're having a tea party, girl. We're having a tea party.
Daddy, bring me that. Bring me that.
Have
Bring
a
me
seat.
that. I'll take one. Daddy, look.
Oh, that is a good cookie. Ava,
It's like
should we cheers to a beautiful night? Here, let me get this for you too.
No, I don't want
Oh, you don't?
it. No, thank
Oh, it's an extra one for me? How do I hold my eye? I don't even know how to do that.
Daddy, he doesn't know how to hold his eye.
Okay, like this?
Can you go like this?
Yeah. Oh, Reese.
Yeah.
Wait, let me try it again. Well, oh.
Daddy,
Wait,
let me
can I try?
tell you.
Oh, you are so pretty. Wait.
Be a dad that praises those you love for who they are on the inside.
What do you think?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I'll tell you what,
We
Reese.
get that on camera.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
I love it. I'll tell you what, you've got just the right style, Ava. You know what I love about you, Ava? Is that you always tell me how much you love me.
Be a dad that cherishes special memories and creates them.
Okay, once upon a time, Mommy and Daddy were all alone. And you know what? We said, let's ask God if we can have a baby. Guess what? We didn't have a baby. We just had dogs back then. Can you believe we had just dogs? And no kids? What would I do? So
Pray.
guess what? We decided to have a baby, and then Mommy got pregnant. What do you like to do with me? What do we have fun doing? What did we do all day yesterday? Swim?
That's my favorite. I like when we went on Mommy's boat. That's my favorite.
On Mommy's boat. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, Dad, I spy something that belongs to a tree, he said. Big Nut Brown Hair did some thinking about trees. Could it be a leaf? That was the right answer. Now it was Big Nut Brown Hair's turn to look around him. I spy something that belongs to a spider. What is it, Ava?
A web.
Is it a web? Said Little Nut Brown Hair.
Be a dad that laughs with joy, the joy of your daughters.
Absolutely love it. You know what? It's just like mine. Look at mine. Hi.
Stop moving. I just started painting.
Oh, well, I was laughing. I am so sorry.
Here, if you might get it on.
You know what? You need to laugh. Hey,
Why am I in the middle of something?
you are in the middle of something and you need to laugh. Wait, do I see a smile? You know what Father's Day is all about?
No.
Me.
See you, guys.
Be a dad that gently guides.
You guys know how to share, don't you?
Well, I was gonna do a special one.
Okay, well, you know what?
Please, you're ruining it. I was
No,
gonna go.
Oh, okay. Well, just keep doing it. Help her.
Please, can you do a different one, please?
Yeah, why don't you do this one?
No, I'm gonna cover yours. Can I cover?
Ava,
yours?
just remember to be nice, okay? Wait, I think you have to go like this. That's how I see Mom doing it. Yeah,
It's your turn. But I want some to put on you.
I know, but you're gonna give your sister a turn, aren't you?
We at WAR want to help you find ways to build hope, resilience in those you love. So some of our ideas are we had 150 fathers recently that held a Valentine Father's Day, fathers and daughters bead bar tea here. They made bracelets, one from our little do-it-yourself bead bottles, one for their daughters and one for orphans. Call us if you want to schedule a father-daughter or a mother-daughter or just a precious moment with that person in your life. And you can do it with something at home. You don't have to go somewhere. You can do it at home. Don't wait for a special day. Buy a gift made by a survivor, giving hope, value, and dignity. And model to your children. Tell them what you're doing. Model not just consumerism, but shopping with a purpose. Explain to them why you're buying soap, not from Myers or Walmart, but from rescued and at-risk American women. Host a pop-up boutique that your mom and dad get to shop at, or give them a gift card. Give the gift that's matched to the emergency shelter and the international rescue. You know, we have had more calls in the last 3 months, 2 months, than we normally have. And last 2 weeks, 2 people disappeared. 2 children disappeared and were found and reunited. You can collect coins in a baby bottle like this. I collect my husband's coins. Don't ask me why. He doesn't like coins. And so when my grandsons come, we roll them and we take them to headquarters to feed orphans, or we make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something and give them to homeless people. But just collect coins. We're just calling all to find hope and a circle of protection and have those daddy-daughter moments, those friend-to-friend moments that you make special. Thank you so much for joining us today on Breaking Chains. Hit that like button and subscribe on YouTube, and share the video on Facebook and comment below that you shared it if you want to be entered into this week's giveaway to win 2 things. One is a wallet for Dad, and my husband uses this wallet in addition to the wallet that he carries in his back pocket because it carries extra credit cards, and then he doesn't have such a great big lump in the back. But it's got the map of the world stamped in the leather on the front, and it's just a fun daddy gift. And then this little bead bottle that I talked about that you can have a little daddy-daughter moment, or find something else and have a daddy-kid moment. But just find those moments to spend together and give each other hope, that little reprieve, that little moment that you get out of the swirling bucket of life, and you rest and you feel valued and you spend time together with those you love. From our house to yours, from the house of war to your house, this means war, and it's worth fighting for dignity.